Hi, welcome to another episode of The Daddy Experience. We have a special episode today because we are now officially parents of a little girl. The good part about that is last year I bought a shotgun. So now I can ward off all those boys that are going to be knocking on the door. So that's important. Okay, and on this week's Fruit of the Week in What to Expect When You're Expecting, it is a small cantaloupe. Glad it's only a week because I'm not a big fan of cantaloupe. Yeah. So the baby is supposed to be kicking very soon, probably now, but we're not sure if it's happening yet. No, probably sleeping. That's what I'd be doing. But hopefully soon. We're really excited to see some movement here, and hopefully my wife's okay when this kicking begins. But it's exciting. It's going to be exciting. So I'm going to have a regular segment I'm going to call Things I'm Not Going to Google. And this week, it's going to be ice chips. Now, I have no idea what that's about, but apparently when there's birthing involved, there's ice chips in the room. Now, I don't know if that's for soothing stretched parts or cooling things down. I really don't know. But anyways, so if you know, I would be glad to hear from you. Look, it's kicking! It's kicking! There's so much more. Oh, look at those kicks. In the book I'm reading, 150 Tips and Tricks for New Dads, they talk about how you should be very careful when choosing a name for your child. You shouldn't use any names that end up with a monogram, so like your initials are pig or fat or something like that. To me, it's just common sense. That's something you would check over. I went to school with a girl whose initials were KKK. I think that could have been thought out a little better. But yeah, so I'm not going to tell you right now what the name of the little girl is going to be. It's going to be a surprise when she's born. There's also another thing they mention in the New Dads 150 Tips, and that is when you have a new child, you have to make sure that you're not neglecting your other children. So we don't have any children, but we do have this little rascal back here. Come here. And I will make sure that he's taken care of completely. Right? Yeah, it's okay. Okay, I have a question for all the dads out there. If you want to let me know what your favorite part of the pregnancy was leading up to having the child, leave it in the comments. I'm curious. So far mine is probably inappropriate. I enjoy having a permanent DD. I can have 2 or 3 beers and not have to worry because someone's driving me. Anyway, see you next week.